Welcome back, part two. We got the teardown complete, and I've prepped some things for the install. I'm going to show you some part numbers. 2789C, that's the radiator. 3362C, it's the condenser. And they are from carparts.com. I was able, here's a little bit of a recap on this. Now that I got all this out, I did remove the center grill here. You just got to push down with a screwdriver, and the clips pop right out of here. I've also prepped the trans cooler. It was caked with a whole bunch of dirt on this side, so I did a brass brush and a nylon brush with it, and an air gun, and I blew it out pretty good. But now that we got all the space, we'll be working with some awesome space here. They're not bad, but I pulled the O-rings off and I wiped them off. They weren't damaged or anything. You just take a little pick tool right in behind them and they slide right off pretty easy, and they go back on pretty easy. And then there's the one down here, you can see it. I just left the red ones on. All I have is green, and when you match up between what's on there and what you have, like the green ones, I have the green ones, they aren't thick enough, so I decided to stick with the OE because I don't have the red ones. So as long as they're not damaged or depressed or flat and whatnot, use those again, they'll be fine. The flat side goes towards, goes towards the back, so you're gonna have the rounded side facing you when you put this back on. The other thing is I got the tank, the overflow tank, cleaned out as best as possible. Rinsed it out, blew it off with a air gun, and a little bit about this of how it actually came off was, you could see the holes are a little bit widened. That's because this side right here, this hole, the previous owner had it siliconed. Also, the old screws to it were stripped, so I did manage to get it off, but this side is broken, so I do got some silicone on that, and it broke off a little bit right here, and I got that silicone across there. I salvaged these pieces. I did rethread them. I did a rethread with these. Same size as the other. I'm using 2 washers, one small, one the same washer that came off the old ones. So we're gonna also open up our boxes, and we're going to compare Oh, before that, let me back up. Before we compare our parts, our new parts to our old parts, we're going to show you on a side view of just the damage that I incurred on the radiator. You can see if it's straight, yeah, see, and then you can see the dent. Let's see, straight view, you can, straight view, and then you can see how much it dented in. This is the front view. It's a better position to show you. And then this one you can probably just see from the front side view. You can see the damage. Yeah, you can see how dented in it became. So that is some damage, folks. Okay, when we compare, I know I'm gonna have to take these off, these plastic fins, and put them on the new condenser and maybe the brackets. I'm not sure. This one, we'll see what I gotta switch over. So let's get to that, the unboxing of our new parts. First up is the radiator. Looks like we've got some fasteners, maybe some new ones. Okay. We set it here. We'll grab our old one. Yeah, so you can see that. Let me angle you down just a smidge. Yeah. Okay. Here's our old radiator. Put it up to the same size. Turn it this way. Now during this process, you're going to see what exactly you need to switch over. Like for instance, this new one doesn't come with these clips, these ones, so that's why they give you a new pack of clips with it to slide into the spaces. One let's see, we're gonna go the two at the top And then when you turn it around, you'll see that you're going to have to put on 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6. I don't think I need to transfer anything over. That all looks pretty good. It's all the same. The first thing we're going to put back in is the condenser. Let me show you that. Okay, these I'm going to peel right off because that's just there for packing. Okay, here's the old condenser, and looks to be the same. We'll have to maybe thread in our studs because these don't have the studs. And then our there's no room for the plastic pieces, so we may have to go without. Okay, and this new one won't have this bar running across the back. It's all built in. So here's the back, here's the front with the bottom one, and then the other top one, and there's no bar running back here. So that's good. I think it's probably an upgrade. They did away with it. that's the first thing we'll put in. So just like any other teardown, you're going to put everything back together in reverse order. So I'll get to that. I'll put in all my clips. I'll do all my clips that I got to do. Once all the clips are done, I can also thread in the studs to those lines, the AC lines. And we should be good to go. The only thing, the absolute only thing holding the condenser in is that bottom line and this top line. That's it. That's all it has. There's no bracket for it or anything. It's just those AC lines are holding that in. That's all it's got. It's crazy, huh? But when you got the radiator, the transcooler, and the condenser in there, it's pretty stiff. We'll get going on that, and we'll pick up with the installation of the condenser. Stay tuned for that. If you notice, of course you guys are, I'm filming it. I got this strap hung up on the hood latch bracket, and it's strapped around the condenser. Now I got the studs, the old studs put in the new condenser. The 7/32 stud. So in order to have more hands, use the strap. That way it sits there. The nuts are a 14. Where is it? Yeah, it's a 14 millimeter. Sorry, it's so shiny, but it's 14 on the nuts on those. And okay, so what we're gonna do is there's a plug and on each side and each connector. We're gonna do one side at a time. So before we connect that line in, we're gonna take that out and slip it right in. I don't know how good I'll be able to get it. So maybe I can set you up. I don't know about these angles here. Oops. I'll set you up right in here. Somehow. I don't know if you guys can still see that. Set you up right down here. Okay, there's a plug in the way. Get up and around. Okay. Up more. Tilt it down. Okay. Right there. The line's right here. And then the connection's down here. So while I have that hanging there on a makeshift hoist, these brackets too on top of here, these came off of the old one too, because you'll need to thread a bolt through there. So let's see how this is gonna work. I'm gonna view this through let me take the nut off. I'm going to view this through the bottom bumper that it's currently missing. So I'm going to slip it just on, angle it up, and that way I can reach, I can reach down under here, pull this out, and slip it in. Just like that. Okay, now we put a nut back on. We're just gonna tighten it a little. Okay. I'll go to the other side. We'll fit you down somewhere over here. So you can possibly see the top line. Hopefully you get to see something. Up here. Stay there. Don't you turn on me. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're going to take the nut off. You guys can see? Yeah. You guys can see. I'm just going to not all the way. Okay, slide this out. Yep. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Hold it like this. This out. Slide this in. Just like that. Okay, we'll tighten that. No, that's loose. Okay. That's tight. Now we'll tighten the bottom. All right. Whew. Put that down in the bucket. Now we can take our thing off, our strap, because it'll be held with the lines. Go easy when you release. Okay? You don't torque the lines. careful removing the metal hooks. You don't want it to mar up the new one. Okay. Pull it up. Alright, that part is done. Flip them off. I've got my cat bucket, cat pan down there, and it's the thing is sitting on top of that for now until I can get the radiator in to get fastened, which is over here. I'll have to bring it up to do this. Get out the tripod. Yep, that should be enough leverage. Leverage. Okay. Kind of see what the heck I'm doing. We're done with the hat, or 14 I mean. Alright, in goes the radiator. Now you see down here, there's these, and same on the other side. That's going to go down in the frame. So this is the part where it's really careful. Gotta be gentle. Work its way through lines and everything. What was that? Oh, that's the top clip to the okay. Go slow and easy. You'll get there. voila, it's in its holes. That thing you gotta do is you gotta work that trans cooler also. And get it into the slot. Okay, I gotta stand up for a sec. Dang. This is all going pretty easy, pretty smooth. Just remember to go slow and easy. What I gotta do now is to, you know, get these brackets screwed in to there. Let me raise you up. Oh my gosh. See where that new clip is? So this hole has to match up with that new clip. So we got to do, we just have to raise this up. You know, this one's almost there. That one down there is almost there. So we're just going to work on getting the screws in and getting it situated. Looks like I need to pull up the trans cooler a little more, get that situated. That's about it. We can relax because, you know, you got everything sitting in there. You just got to finagle it a little bit to set it just perfect. Okay, so we'll be right back. We'll show you all the put together pieces and everything. Just, you know, just remember, if you take it off, just remember when you took it off and how, and that way when you go in reverse order you just know. Okay, it's pretty easy. So yeah, we'll be back here in a few. Alright guys, we're back together. I got this back on just fine. Fan shroud, we got it plugged in. We got the brackets on top. Okay. All the hoses are in. We got one more hose clamp here, and then the bottom hose clamp down there to do. One thing you want to do is go through and make sure all your hose clamps are on tight. I got no more screws or bolts left. We just got to throw on this cover to the throttle body and then do the last couple clamps, and it should be good. I won't film me putting stuff in or putting the coolant in and starting it up and everything. I already know that's all good. So what you want to do though, if you're doing a job like this, you want to make sure as you're filling it you don't have any leaks from any of the hoses that you took off and put back on. You don't want any leaks from the radiator, certainly not from the radiator, because it's brand new. It shouldn't have any leaks, but you got to check. Okay, and then you just bleed the system, get all the air out, and you'll be golden, you know. There's one thing that I do want to tell you, let you know, is I'm not going to be refilling the Freon until next year, because now since it's getting colder, I won't need it, so I'm just going to store it. I'll keep the Freon stored until next year. And then I'll go ahead and recharge the system. And that too, also, you want to check for leaks when you if you redo it after the replacement. So, you know, check for leaks and everything. Other than that, I'm pretty much done. You know, I gotta throw this thing back on down here. It'll just clip in right down in here. Do the bottom first, make sure they all line up. Okay, and just push them in just like so. It's in. And then this front engine cover right here is what's going to cover up the mounts and stuff. So I got the pieces for that over here. There's a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 6. I gotta get a new one. One of the ones over here broke when Tyler tried to do it, and it was pretty hard to get out, so we ended up breaking it. Which is all right by me. No big deal. I got more. Yeah. Well, I gotta still go through and do those 2 clamps, and then tomorrow I won't film it, but tomorrow I gotta fill it up because it's 9:15 already, and I'll do this. I'll fill it tomorrow because I gotta open that door, and you know, my neighbors, they don't want. This is a pretty quiet community, so I'll do all that. And if you like what you see, you know, thumbs up. Give me a whole bunch of likes if you like it. You know, it's an easy fix. If you ever own an 07 Mustang, I'm sure this is the kind of fix that you would do if you have 05 to an 09, I believe. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's a 2-parter. So thank you. We'll see you again.